And a good midday to you on this Wednesday. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com. It represents 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook. Two quick systems the end of this week. One comes basically tonight. This Wednesday night into Thursday morning. The other one will push through, it looks like, on Thursday night into Friday morning, and that one will include some rain, with probably a lull in the middle of it as well, and also some thunderstorm activity. The thunderstorm activity mostly confined to the last part of the day. This will be a cold front that's going to be pushing in through, and out ahead of that cold front, we'll see temperatures basically in the 60s. It looks like we'll see dew point temperatures make a rise into the low to about the mid-50s, and it'll actually feel a little bit humid just for a short period of time. If we get any sunshine, we're looking at some embedded thunderstorms mixed in with a band of rain showers just out ahead and along a cold front. That cold front will push through and produce much colder temperatures during the overnight period on Friday night. That'll continue to cool us off and bring us a quiet weekend with good project weather, as a matter of fact, basically Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Beyond that, looks like another snowfall along about Monday night, and that system will be just a little bit beyond the period, but it does look like it's good for a few inches of snow, mostly targeting, as it looks right now, across mainly southern Vermont. And so we have a couple systems adding a little bit of snow, as it looks right now, to the southern and central Green Mountains, much less snowfall to the north. On this Wednesday morning, you can see an area of higher pressure that's situated over the northeast United States. That's going to give us a pretty nice project weather day this Wednesday, the rest of today. Here comes our next weather maker, and looks like it's going to be in the form of rain, but not so fast. It'll encounter some colder air associated with this modified air mass of slightly colder air, and it'll produce a little bit of a mixed precipitation bag as well as some wet snow across our southern locations. Northern tier regions, doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal, as it'll actually miss us, but so roughly about the Barre Montpelier area and points south, it looks like we'll see the snowfall. It should not be a big deal, but it will impact travel tomorrow morning, especially located in the higher elevations and parts of southern parts of Vermont, the southern Green Mountains. That system then pushes on out late in the day. You get a few leftover sprinkles or light showers, and then our next weather maker comes in during the overnight period on Thursday night. And this is a little bit more potent, 999 hectopascal area of low pressure tracking across the Great Lakes. This is going to push out of the region, and then we get some backside frontal boundary here, and then some backside gradient winds. You can see a little bit of a tighter pressure gradient there, and just to go back, we can see this 992 hectopascal area of low pressure push into the Canadian Maritimes, and it drags a cold front through. It's best seen here with this sort of moderate rainfall. Gets into Vermont, kind of falls apart. So some indications of some thunderstorms potentially working into the region. That'll take place on Friday afternoon. Doesn't look like a big deal, but one or two could be on the strong side. Something we'll be highlighting in the future. And just beyond that, well, that pushes on through. We got high pressure building in for what should be a pretty nice Saturday, Sunday, as well as lingering into Monday. The caveat on Monday is that the next weather maker could be pushing into the region right on the heels, and that means maybe by Monday night we could see some mixed precipitation working into the region. So that area of higher pressure builds in on Saturday. It's going to be good for 3 days of dry weather. Pretty strong area of higher pressure, and then here comes Monday night's business. You can see it's just barely moving into the region. Here's how the GFS ensemble depiction shows our next big weather maker. This is going to be, of course, a couple systems coming in, but this is mainly for our Friday weather maker and then drier weather to follow. And then you can see Monday night's business. Now, in terms of total QPF, it's not a real big deal here. We're talking about running about 0.4 of an inch total. The blue line represents the latest model run, which is even trying to bring it back down just a little bit. And then looking at the overall types here, we're looking at precipitation type. It's mostly going to be a little bit of snow on the front side, but some basically some rain, and then some snow on the back side, and then we repeat and rinse. Here's a quick look at the Weather Prediction Center's latest depiction here. This is running about 1 inch on the blue line here. This is 1.5 inches and then a ½ inch. So a little bit less in northern parts of Vermont, a little more in southern. Here's how the climate reanalyzer latest GFS snapshot shows. You can see colder air in Canada, just to the north and west of our region. Really from coast to coast, almost into the Canadian Maritimes. Some warmer air is dropping in across parts of Alaska. That's probably signifying that sort of displacement of that colder air into Canada and trying to flirt with the northeast United States. And of course, this will be moving in and affecting us over this coming weekend. GFS temperature schematic here shows, of course, a big spike that's going to take place on Friday afternoon. Cold front comes through and really lowers the temperature, and we're looking at these kind of temperatures. This is a little bit more overdoing it, I think. I think our temperatures are going to be in that 32 to 35 degree range on Saturday. We'll have to wait and see. Same thing along about Sunday. And then we start to step ladder back up. There's going to be some variations as we get into portions of next week. This is dew point temperature, so you can see it's above 50 degrees, headed toward 55 degrees on Friday afternoon. That's a little bit of sunshine, could make for some thunderstorm activity. So let's check our capes, and I suspect that that's also showing up here with this spike of capes. Also, latest wind shear looks like this. And so we're talking some pretty good shear here, 60, 70, 80 knots. And this is our weighted temperature, our MOS, meteorological output statistics for our daily high temperatures here. We're running close to neutral. And it doesn't change a whole lot 3 days later. It does cool down just a little bit. You can kind of see coast to coast. It's at neutral, if not even a little bit below normal for the most part. And this shows where the current snow depths are. Running pretty good here, and you can see that that's a little bit north of Vermont and across a good area of Canada and some of our local higher terrain, the Sierra Nevada, the Central and Northern Rockies. That's it from here, Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.